Well, hello, beautiful friends, and welcome into my channel. My name's Jackie Alves, and I'm right here in the middle of my beautiful makeup studio in Arizona, where I feel like I practically live, but you know, at least it's pretty in here. So anyway, today I'm excited to talk to you about some really easy ways to achieve a beautiful smoky eye, even on a mature lid, a hooded lid, a really hooded lid, or even if you have a perfectly normal shaped eye, you're gonna be able to use these steps for whatever type of smoky eye you like. I'm gonna do black today. I'm gonna get a little bit extreme and crazy just to show you that it can be done. Probably with some mistakes, because honestly, I'm not perfect. Just a regular old chick here. Yeah, I've been a makeup artist for 33 years, but I'm a regular old chick. Anyway, you can do it black, you can do plum smoky eye, green, whatever you like to do. It doesn't have to be black, it could even be brown, but I'm gonna show you this great way to achieve that smoky eye classic look that gives you the sultry eye, and we'll polish it off with a nice lip. All right, here we go. So today I've got some great skincare on. I have really soaked my eyes with eye cream, felt a little dry today, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna get, you know, kind of cracked and I don't know, scaly looking underneath. Nobody wants to look like they've got snake skin under their eyes, right? Snake skin boots, maybe. I don't think that's cool anymore. I mean, I know my grandpa liked stuff like that, but you know, I don't know that I wear snake skin boots or ever will for that matter. All right, starting with a little bit of primer, because this is just a water-based primer. I like water-based primers for the most part, not always, but it's kind of a go-to for me because it goes with any foundation. And this one's just really great and lightweight. Has kind of a velvety finish to it. And this one is by Jafra Cosmetics, and this is from the beauty collection. It's called the All-in-One Primer. If you just need a real good primer to go with whatever foundation you're using. Speaking of foundation, let me grab mine. All right, I've got two cream foundations here. One is the actual color of my skin, or a pretty close match, and one is called Cappuccino that I'm gonna use for bringing in some depth and warmth and kind of a little bit of a contour technique. So let me show you how I'm gonna roll that out. I'm gonna start with the one that matches my skin, and I'll start right through the middle. Oh, you guys, I am so my vision has really gone since I hit about 42. And I hear that's a common number for when your vision really starts to get bad, but seriously. And now I'm 50, so I'm gonna grab my little hand mirror so I can actually see what's going on here. You guys might get scared. I gotta see what's up. Okay, so right through the middle with that shade that really matches my skin well, and right on my eyelids. I'm not gonna put any foundation under my eyes though. If you have been watching me for any time at all, you know I save concealer till way later in the game. It's really a good trick. It's gonna save you a lot of frustration, you guys. You don't have to put concealer on so early, and you certainly don't have to put it on in the beginning. All right, a little more of the shade that matches my skin. This shade is called Natural. I like it because it's got a little bit of gold in it, which really helps kind of cancel out all the redness in my face. All right, you know what? I don't know when you're gonna be watching this. I suspect in about 3 days from the day I recorded it, but today in real life, it's New Year's Day. So, woohoo! Happy New Year! And even if you watch this a few days later, or even if you watch it in November of 2025, I say happy 2025 to you. And even if it is November of 2025 when you're watching this, you can still act brand new. You can start over every day. It doesn't have to be January 1 that we get to start over, you know. All those New Year's resolutions, they're cool. And, you know, I think goal setting and planning is great. My husband and I did a bang up job of it this morning at breakfast, setting some goals, making some plans, but you know, what happens if they fall through? Or what happens if you just weren't in a good place and you didn't want to set any dang goals today? But November rolls around and you're like, you know what? It's a goal setting kind of season right now. Then set them. Start over November 17th, whatever. Who cares? Do your thing. But my point is, you know, we get to start over anytime we want. Praise the Lord for do-overs. Right? I mean, my whole life is like a do-over. And you know what, while I'm talking about do-overs, chances are I'm gonna have to do a do-over while I'm doing my makeup. You guys, I'm gonna be really honest with you right now. I know, honesty. On the internet, on a video from a makeup artist. Let me be honest with you. Well, first, let me grab some of this cappuccino foundation and start contouring a little bit. Let me be honest with you. I am not super great at doing my own makeup just because I've got a lot of obstacles. I've got mature skin and I don't see so great. And sometimes most of the time, it's easier for me to do someone else's makeup than my own. And I know a lot of makeup artists that feel the same. Like I can get a lash on someone else, like, and there we go, and you have a lash. But on my own self, man, the struggle is real. So right now, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm bringing this contour up. I don't know why I said it like that, up. I'm bringing it up like this because I really want to round out those apples of my cheeks. My face is flat and long. I've lost a lot of volume in my face, you know, with age and with weight loss and all the jazz that we experience. So I would love to have some fuller cheeks. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, I don't have to get it perfect. I probably have it darker on this side, whatever, it doesn't matter. What do we always say in this channel? All my girlfriends that are here with me right now, watching me, that have been with me, say it with me. Trust the process. You have to trust the process. I am not gonna look great in the beginning. It turns into a muddy, crazy sauce mess. But just release it. You don't have to be perfect. And you can go back later, like just get it all together. I tell my students in my makeup academy that I have here, commit to getting to the end first and then start nitpicking like, oh, these lines were crooked or, you know, whatever. I needed to add more blush on this side. Just commit to getting through the process first, trusting that process. Then you can go back and figure out what you need to fix a little bit of. Okay, now I'm gonna take that same cappuccino and go right underneath here because I really wanna strengthen up my jawline. And now I'm just blending it down. And I really love this cream foundation. I hadn't worn much cream foundation for a long time. I got tired of people telling me, oh, you have mature skin, you have to wear cream. Don't give me your baloney. You don't know what I should be wearing. I don't like it when people try to tell me the rules. Oh, you can imagine what kind of kid I was. But no, seriously, it's makeup and there's an element of art, like a big element. And can you imagine Van Gogh following rules? What? Yeah, there's no rules. There's no crying in baseball and there's no rules in makeup. Get it straight, people. All right, bringing it down because I don't want my neck to be white and look kind of like Flabby and Turkey Gobbler. So I'm trying to contour it a little bit, okay? Now, definitely I'm showing you some of the stuff on my face that I like to do, but this is not the rule. Again, there's not rules here. This is just what works on my face, and I hope you can take some of these techniques and methods and use them for your face. You know, when I have people with different shaped faces or skin types or tones here in the beauty bar and I do their makeup, I don't do them exactly like I do my face, but definitely similar. So the process that I'm showing you so far was primer, then foundation. Now I'm gonna do a really nice lightweight dusting of powder. And because I still have work to do on this foundation, I didn't go underneath very much. I used cream and I don't wanna set it in completely because I've got other things I wanna do. I'm just gonna go with a really lightweight dusting of a translucent powder. Now this one is also by Jafra and it's the Photo Set Translucent Powder. Really great for translucent powder. Literally looks beautiful on all skin tones and skin types. I know sometimes if we've got mature skin, the question is, you know, can I use a translucent powder? Won't it show my wrinkles or won't it make them look worse? And the answer is sometimes. Again, with the honesty. You know, it really depends on what your skin was doing before you got to the powder. Now, you know, I think if you just use lightweight and notice the brush I used, is just really like kind of fluffy. It's not a heavy brush. So I was able to get a lightweight dusting across my face. I didn't pack it on anywhere and I didn't put any under my eyes yet. Super important. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to my contour palette. Yes, I've already contoured with some cream, but I'm gonna double up. Double up. I'm gonna double up with some powder contour. And you guys see me do this a lot. Oh, the heck? I must have had blush in there already. I thought my brushes were cleaned. All right, so I'm gonna erase that. Like, you know, once in a while, if it's a really horrible thing that is a mistake, maybe I might like just turn off. Actually, I won't. I've never turned off the camera and started over, even like last week with a really intense wing I was showing you guys, and I messed it up pretty bad. I just kept on going. I mean, I think you should know how to correct your mistakes too. I need to show you those things. So anyway, I just buffed it away with my foundation brush, no big deal. I'm gonna get a different blush brush, good Lord. Okay, so slanted brush, I'm gonna go into that lightest shade of contour. And now I'm just gonna deepen that contour that I already had begun with my cream. Now the reason why I'm using cream and powder both is because it's gonna do like a build up. You know, layers really do last longer. So, you know, everyday makeup, I may just go with some powder and more of a bronzing kind of effect. But if I'm gonna do an intense look like a smoky eye, I've probably got somewhere to go and I want that look to last. I'm probably gonna do pictures or maybe go out, go to a special event, and I want it to last. So when you double up those products, cream first and then stack your powder on top, it really, really lasts. And that's a technique we use here at the Beauty Bar quite a bit because we do a lot of makeup for events, weddings, a lot of big, you know, banquets. And women get their makeup done around 2, 3 o'clock and they need that to last all day. Or brides. Brides are there getting their makeup done, 5 a.m., living their best life. Crazy. But they still need to look good at night for the reception or for photos or whatever. So just going back right at my hairline again with the powder. All right, and you can do a more neutral contour if you want. I always use a lot of warm contour just because I really like that bronzy look right now. It's just kind of that season in makeup, you know, all the bronzy, all the stuff, all the warmth, and I'm really loving it, especially with my gray hair and feeling like my features are starting to disappear. I love warming up. I feel like a cold fish if I'm not careful. Now, I don't know what that means. You know, some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this super light blush. This is just kind of like a barely there blush, but because I've got a good amount of contour, I can get away with this. And I'm just gonna stack it right on top of the contour. Now, the reason why I'm doing kind of a barely there is because I'm gonna do a really intense eye look, right? Smoky eye ain't no joke. So, I'm gonna play it easy. I'm gonna play it safe, which is weird, around the cheeks. A little bit above the arches of my brows. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now that won't be very bright for sure. So if you like a more intense blush, definitely don't use something that's quite as like a nudie pink as this. All right, got my blush done. Guess what it's time for? The smoky eye. Yes, it's so sultry. All right, but I'm gonna show you a trick. I don't always use these when I'm doing my own makeup, but I have these. I use these sometimes with clients. I want you to be able to see how they might be able to help you. So I'm gonna take one, and you can get a big fat giant pack of these on Amazon called eyeshadow guards. That's what you put in the search bar. Okay, so slap on an eyeshadow guard. Let me get my palette. And you can put it right here to catch any like eyeshadow fallout, especially if I'm gonna be working with black. I really don't wanna get it down here, okay? Oh, I can't see. Okay, let me get my eyeshadow brush. That's not the one, okay. Don't look down if you have this under your eye, apparently. All right, now I'm gonna take a cream colored eyeshadow and start with that. I do just like to base most of my looks with something like this. And I'm just gonna get it all over my eyelid from lashes to brows and side to side, okay? Let me make sure that's gonna stick. There we go. Even if it starts to pop off, it's not a tragedy. Now I'm gonna take the brown eyeshadow that's in here. This is a deep cocoa brown that I use quite a bit. And I'm gonna start with that because I'm gonna transition like a brown to black smoky eye. I don't wanna do like silver or gray and black. That just doesn't look great on me. And with most women, I like to transition the brown to the black. It's just a much easier, less like in your face kind of transition, you know, with all just black right there. So we'll start with brown. And normally when I do eyeshadow, I keep it darker on the outside like this. And then I fade toward the nose. And then I like it lighter and brighter here. But the concept with a smoky eye is typically to bring that deeper shade further over. You're gonna really smoke out the whole lower lid. And I really don't do this very often, but when I do, I get so many compliments because it's just such a different, new, really sultry look for my eyes. And so if you have a severely hooded lid, mine's pretty bad. Mine's not super severe, but it's pretty hooded. Just bring your eyeshadow up higher than you think. Because this is just, you know, almost like a transition shade right now. And I don't want it to disappear when I open my eye. I want you to be able to still see it. So if you have to do it with your eye fully open, go ahead and do it so that you're making sure you can still see that eyeshadow even with the open eye. Okay, now check this out. It's all across the bottom and then fades up towards my brow. But it's like almost like a crescent or a half moon shape right here. But it's in really great conjunction with the shape of my brow. So it's not, you know, out there trying to make its own shape. You know, it's going with the kind of shape of my whole eye here. All right, so let me just make sure I've got a good amount here before I head to the black. Oh, you know what, you guys? I had considered only doing one eye on camera just because I know this will take a while. But I really want you to be able to see it. Only I lost my other eye patch. Eye patch like I'm a pirate. Arr, with my smoky eye the pirate. Hold on, let me get this other eye patch on. This could get ridiculous. Okay. Let me put this one on. So typically when I'm using these on myself, I do one eye at a time. But I really want you to have a good idea of what this process looks like. This one might come off, but that's okay. On both eyes, so you can see if I don't get them even, everything's gonna be okay. All right, so I'll go on the other side with the brown. Okay, so another reason I'm doing both eyes is because I really want you to see how real this is. It's one of my favorite things as a makeup artist and, you know, being on YouTube with you on this channel to let you see what really goes on with makeup. I think even the mistakes are important. Like what I did with the blush, it's important for you to see that, you know, it's okay. Like not only that, oh yeah, a professional makeup artist can screw everything up, so it's okay if I do, but also what do you do when you have the mistake? All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more right on this bottom lid. Okay, and you can see it's kind of a fuchsia brown, and that's the thing with these cocoa browns, they have a lot of red in them. Okay, now I'm gonna take this black eyeshadow and a smaller brush, and I'm gonna go right along my lash line. And I'm gonna bring it in the middle. Now, normally I do that outer corner quite a bit, but I'm actually focusing on the middle too now. Now this probably won't be a super solid black smoky eye like you might see on social media or, you know, in pictures. That's not super easy to achieve with a real hooded lid or a real mature eye. But we're definitely gonna do a smoky eye that you can duplicate if you want. Okay, now having my eye open, I wanna make sure the black is coming up and transitioning into the brown. See that? I say see that. Of course you see that, you're looking right at it. I'm gonna come to this side and doing the same thing. So you guys, this morning, before I came into the beauty bar, I was over hanging out with the editor. You guys know the editor of this fabulous channel is my son. And I went over to hang out with him for a little while because lo and behold, for the first time ever, he had locked his keys in his car. So I went over there to call AAA and help him out. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And so I reassured him that it's perfectly normal. I know most of you can understand, especially at our age. I bet almost all of us have locked our keys in our car at one point, or if you're me, maybe 22 points. But you know, we got AAA called, they came, they opened it. All is well with the world, but it got me thinking because I was sharing stories with them about crap that I did, and we love to share our stories, my son and I. But I was thinking of all the times I put myself in these whacked out situations, like driving with no gas. Like I started thinking of all the things AAA is good for, and now that I'm older, how I like to be safe and I like to have AAA, and you know, I like to have all the things that never mattered when I was younger. How weird were we when we were younger? That I would take off with almost no gas in my car and be like, I think we can make it. And no money in my pocket either. So what was wrong with me? I'm sure not all of you were as ridiculous as me, but good Lord. Okay, so now I've gone back to the brown to transition the black up towards my brow a little bit more, but without using just all black. You know, it gets a little dangerous when you're just using all the black. And it could get really messy. On a hooded lid, it will transfer. So this is really helpful with that. And you can see my eyes open quite a bit while I'm doing this. And that's what helps me see how high up this needs to come. So it's not just disappearing into my hooded lid. So yeah, like leaving with no gas and no gas money. And now, you know, everything I do is like, you know, how can we be comfortable and safe and take no chances, right? As we age. It's like right down to like when you find a good pair of pants, aren't we all the same? I don't know, maybe you're not like me, but I am turning into my mom. She used to find a pair of pants that she liked that fit well, and she'd buy like 7 pairs of them. And if they had different colors, she'd buy one of every color, but the same jeans. Gloria Vanderbilt. Like, because she finally found something that worked. And I think once we get to this age, we get so sick of all the things that don't work. When we find something that does, we want to stock up on it. That's why you don't see many 20-year-olds shopping at Costco, right? To stock up on things. Like, I have my favorite razor. I know it doesn't give me razor burn, so I'm going to buy 822 of them just to save, you know, 10 cents on a razor. But that's what we do. We don't like to run out of anything that's working for us. All right, I'm going to get a little bit closer and check this out because I know it probably doesn't look great. Oh. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Now remember, if you don't like this combo of this cocoa brown that turned, you know, it's a little bit reddish brown, and the black, you can absolutely do this with a plum. Anything like that, you use the same technique, you guys. So I've got a black eyeliner, and I'm just gonna go right on top. All the way across. You can use pencil. This is a gel roll-up. Use whatever you like, but I'm gonna get all the way down to the lashes because the powder may not have the, you know, intensity that we need down by the lashes. And I don't wanna keep packing on black eyeshadow or using like a gel eyeshadow or liquid eyeshadow or something like that, or a cream eyeshadow. I just don't have the patience for it, and I'm too messy. I don't see good enough. So in order to get that really good intense color by the lash line, I'm gonna go back with this pencil. All right, I'm gonna grab my magnifying mirror. I think I'm good with that palette. Just to make sure I'm getting a straight line here. And I'm not interested in making a great and wonderful wing, which is good news, right? If you saw my last video with the big extreme wing, you'll know I'm not that great at making a perfect wing on myself. My clients, I promise it's another story because I can wear my glasses. All right, so I've got that liner across the bottom. I can peel these bad mama jammas off. Oh, yeah, and you can see this one worked out better. It sharpened it up, but that's okay because that's why I leave concealer till later. I'm gonna sharpen that up. But I do wanna go back right now with the same eyeshadow brush that I used for black and go underneath here, all the way across. Let me come closer. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have to bring this one up, but that's okay. Notice I didn't dip this back in the eyeshadow. I'm just using the eyeshadow that was already on it for now. If I felt like I needed more on bottom, I could go back and get more, but you know, this is a really safe way to take it easy and just build up as you go, rather than just, you know, getting that black eyeshadow everywhere. Start little bits at a time and build it up. Now I do want the outer corner more like accented. So I'm just taking that pencil again and deepening the black. Now you can definitely go in your waterline down here and your tight line up here with black. You could do white if you want, whatever you like. I may go back with black later when I'm closer to being done, but don't worry if you don't like that. Sometimes, you know, women don't want to do that because it's not good for your eyes, or maybe you don't see good enough. It's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with just a lightweight layer of mascara, and I'm not worried about this yet. I'm gonna clean it up. Remember, I'm trusting the process. All right, here we go. So yeah, like the things that we do when we get older about stocking up on things when we finally find what we like, I'm finding that sometimes that's not good, because I'm finding some of my friends have stockpiled their makeup. And what's happening is in 1990, they found a great foundation. So they bought, you know, a ton of them. And they're like, well, I need to use it up. And there you are, you know, with your 30-year-old foundation. And you're wondering why it doesn't look good on your face. So, you know, there's definitely things that we need to keep updated and fresh and new. And that's hard because once we find what we like, it's, you know, we're pretty much done here. Don't be afraid to try new things. Otherwise, you'll never try this smoky eye. This is probably very different for a lot of you. And if it's something that is like a little scary for you, try it with just browns first. Try this same technique with maybe a couple of lighter browns and then a deep brown instead of the black. Because it's, you know, smoky eye does not mean black. I mean, at least it doesn't in my book. Okay, just about done with this mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my mascara and bolden my brows, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back with full mascara, and I just put a little bit of brow powder over my permanent brows. I've got that powder brow technique, that permanent makeup that I have, but you know, I get foundation on them and I need to bring them back to life. So I just use a quick brow powder with a little angled brush and get those, you know, popping again. Especially, you know, they've really got to showcase a big, amazingly bold eyeshadow like this. So now let me see where I am because I feel lost all of a sudden. Okay. Concealer, here we go, concealer. I want to definitely use a regular concealer today. Most of the time I just use foundation and I try to keep it nice and lightweight, but today I'm going to use a regular liquid concealer. Now this is my own brand, it's the Beauty Bar brand, and you can find something comparable. I have a few of my own products here at the Beauty Bar that I keep for my students. You know, I like to have some great products here for them, but if you want something to pick up for yourself that's comparable, check out Tarte Shape Tape, and they have a creamy one. Okay, so with this concealer. I have a little bit here, and I just put a little bit of eye cream right next to it. So this is a really great lightweight eye cream. This one is Jafra Royal Revitalize eye cream. I love it for under makeup, and I love it to mix with concealer because it doesn't have anything like retinol or anything in it that's gonna make my eyes feel sensitive, and it mixes beautifully with concealer. So I have a fluffy concealer brush. And you know what, let me get my larger mirror, and I'm gonna put a little bit here and here, just a little though, I don't wanna overdo it, and here and here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna rub it on the back of my hand because I think I got too much. Okay, and now I just want to really lightly, let me come closer, just buff this in to brighten up and clean up this eyeshadow. Okay, just being real careful here. I want you to be able to check this out though. This is a really great step. And look how late in the game concealer comes. Now you don't have to use a lighter shade like I do. You can do something that matches better. I just really want to brighten under there. And now this one, it's, you know, it's sharpened up really nice, but it's actually too sharp. So I want to soften it a little bit because that tape actually worked too well on this side, those little eyeshadow guards. So I'm just going to soften it down and break up that perfect line that's there. There we go. And now tapping and patting instead of pulling and yanking under my eyes. Oh, you guys, I remember watching my mom do her makeup, and man, you know, she would pull. Like, my mom didn't wear very much makeup either, but when she was trying to get to something, she would just pull her eye. And I see friends do that all the time. I saw that in the 80s with all my girlfriends that were lighting their eyeliner when they were melting the end of it, and then they would yank their eye down and like get all that black in there. And I just remember thinking, oh my God, don't pull on your face like that. I don't know where I learned that, but I remember at an early age thinking, don't pull on your face like that. I remember being a kid and crossing my eyes and my mom telling me, don't cross your eyes, they'll stay like that. That's not true, I think. All right, I'm gonna make sure this is good and sharp. I've got a flat paddle brush. This is a different concealer brush that's gonna help me just make sure it's sharp and even so that, you know, they're not like crooked. I want them to go up the same. Let me go back to my concealer brush and make sure I got this even. Okay, and I'm gonna go across my lips a little bit. I'm not putting a big fat globber of concealer on my lips. I just took the dry concealer brush and using what's left in it, I'm just buffing my lip line a little bit because it's kind of muting my lip color. So when I do that lip liner, it will make it pop more. It'll give it a little more definition. I don't know why I give it a little more definition. Okay, now before I go any further, I just want to make sure the eyeshadow is okay. It's definitely not perfect, but that's all right, because guess what I'm doing right now? I'm gonna pop on a lash. That's right. So I've got a pretty dramatic lash here, but it's wispy. I don't know if you can see it, you know, it gets a little bit blurry when I come close to the camera, but it's fairly long and wispy, but I've cut it down already. So I pre-trimmed these lashes, and they're not gonna go all the way across just because I don't like lashes coming in too far. They get a little uncomfortable for me. I feel like they're poking me. I'm sure you've probably experienced that before if you wear lashes. And I gotta use my glasses just to make sure I can see to get my glue on there. All right, there's something weird on the band of this lash. Jeez. It's like obstacle after obstacle. I couldn't be one of those great and amazing influencer makeup artists that get it right every time if I tried. Well, I do try, but to no avail, my friends. All right, I got my lash glue here. If I could open it, that'd be handy. All right, and I put on my glasses so I can see where I'm putting the glue. It's really important that I don't get it all over the lashes. All right, and get a good amount. And I like to blow on it just a little bit. That's kind of key. You gotta let these suckers get kind of tacky. Oh my God, did you hear that? My Alexa started talking to me and I wasn't even talking to her. I bet you guys experience that all the time. All right, letting the lash glue get a little bit tacky. Now I'm gonna go back to the magnifying mirror. Now this is where it gets dangerous, you guys. Lash application. I know the struggle's real. I know, sister. But keep trying. It's worth it. Okay, here we go. Right on that lash line, where I put that black eyeliner and really made that good, deep black line. All right, that was kind of easy, which always scares me. All right, something's up. Something's weird because that was easy. All right, whatever. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Whatever that means. My grandma used to say that a lot. All right, I'm gonna just push it in towards my skin, just to make sure it's, you know, good and stuck on there. So I'm gonna push it. And you guys probably already know what just happened in my head. Push it real good. What in the world with that song? I had no idea what they were even talking about when that song came out. But you know what? I do remember being at a dance in like, I think my freshman year. I was in a school dance and they played that song. We actually dedicated it to one of my friends. She was in labor. She actually got pregnant when we were only 15. And so at the time I was at a school dance, all of us were there, all the friends, and she was in the hospital in labor. So we dedicated the song Push It to her. Like, what? Why are we like this? Yeah, well, you know, we were thinking of her. We loved her. Okay, so I've got this lash ready to go. I'm putting it in my little lash applicator. Now, see, the band goes with the lash applicator, all right? So, you know, they're in this like little crescent shape, which is helpful because that's how it fits on your lid, on the curvature of your eyelid. I'm gonna get my glue on there. And I like this glue. I get a lot of questions about glue. This is Duo brand, and it has a green label. Like Duo has several different types, but this one has a green label. And I like it the best because it's the one that is blue when it's wet and it dries clear. But I don't like the quick dry or the black. The quick dry just dries too quick. And the black, if you make one false move with that stuff, you got a big black gummy spot that's just there. So that's a little too dangerous for my taste. But you know, seriously, I am kind of dangerous, or at least I used to be. You know, I was just telling you guys about all the ridiculous stuff I did, like, you know, going somewhere with no gas and no gas money and thinking, oh, I might make it. Man, I made some really stupid choices as a kid, a teenager, a young adult, you know, even as a full-blown adult. But I'm so thankful. I have a pretty good brain in my head these days, I think. I think I make good decisions these days. And all those bad things I used to do, you know, Jesus said I ain't got to live like that no more. Praise the Lord. All right. Oh, that one went on pretty good. And so, yeah, this year, 2025, I'm going to be celebrating 12 years of being sober. Oh, it's coming up. I usually share, oh, I've been sober for 11 years, but guess what? This year, it's going to be 12 years. Pretty amazing. I was a pretty intense alcoholic most of my life. Finally got sober at the age of almost 40 years old, you guys. Yeah. All right. This one's giving me a fit. There we go. You gotta show it who's boss. That's another thing. If you want to try lashes so bad, but they're just, you know, they're so hard. Keep trying. You got to show them who's boss. Just get in there and, you know, show them what's up. So yeah, gonna be sober 12 years coming up. Super excited. So praise the Lord for better decisions. You can only imagine better decisions. One of my favorite decisions was to start doing YouTube videos so I could hang out with you pretty ladies. All right, I am pretty impressed with this smoky eye. Like I keep saying, this is not something I do very often because of the hooded lid. I typically keep it light and bright in that inner corner, and I do a different style more often. But this is really pretty. Now I'm gonna go in with that black eyeshadow, the brush that I used for the black eyeshadow, and soften this and smoke it out a little bit more even. And soften the outer corner a little more still. Okay, so just making it quite a bit more dramatic. Okay, and I think I'm gonna go in and I'll go ahead and do that waterline with some black eyeliner for sure before I get pictures, just to deepen that up. But I wanna go ahead and go to lips because I do wanna show you this quick, really beautiful lip look. I've done it before, it's one of my favorites, and I call it the drunken lip. Kind of weird, I've been sober for 12 years and here I am doing the drunken lip. But it's just because this lip liner is called Merlot, and the lipstick I'm gonna use is called Hot Toddy. These are both by Jafra Cosmetics, by the way. Now, you guys, I want you to remember, I don't care, I don't want you to get hung up on brand. I'm not hung up on brand. I use a lot of Jafra. Not for everything, but I love them. I've been with them for over 8 years now, and I love the brand, I love the company, I love what they stand for. And I do sell Jafra. So any of the products you see me using, I'd love for you to go ahead and click on the link in the description and just pick yourself up whatever it is you like that I'm using. However, it's not as important as use what you've got or what you already love. That's okay with me too. Now, really, I just want to show you methods and technique to use makeup. It's not about brand here, okay? It's whatever you love. I'm gonna go right here in my Cupid's bow. And bring it around. Now you could really easy do like a full-blown nude lip with this eye, and that's okay. I really love a full-blown nude lip, you know, where it's just barely there. But I really wanted to show you this lip combo. It's so pretty. And check it out. I put that really on my whole lip. Of course, a lot more on the line. But I filled it in a little bit. That's gonna really help it last longer. Okay, this is a good matte lip liner that has some good stay power, so I like to base my lipstick with it. And now I'll use that Hot Toddy right on top. Use my ring finger and spread it out. And bring it up into the lip liner. You don't have to make all the weird faces and noises if you don't want to, but I just feel like they're kind of necessary to have a good time and get a good, effective makeup look. The crazier the face, the better the makeup. You hear me say a lot. All right, lip gloss. Just to add extra moisture and shine. Ooh la la. Tell you what, this is looking good. I really like it. I haven't done such a bold eye look in a while, but I really wanted to do it for you. All right, I'm gonna go back in with that Barely There blush that I love. The shade, it's called Captivate, but I have been hearing that one of the new trends for 2025 in makeup is going to be a barely there blush look, which I'm not a fan of. I love me some blush, and I think, you know, especially us chicks over 50 really need to bring that kind of youthful glow back into our cheeks. But, you know, this is about as barely there as I'm ever gonna get. All right. I mean, I'm just like that, you guys. Again, no rules, I say. Now I wanna take a setting spray that I've really been liking for good, intense makeup looks that I need to last for a long time. And it's the Morphe Continuous Spray, Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe. I like this one. Oh, let me get my fan. Hold on. All right, I got it. Now, I don't like to use setting spray without a fan. Get my eyes really good. That's kind of the issue here today. And make sure it's good and dry. You might as well feel like the Queen of Sheba like this. The queen of whatever you want to be the queen of. Don't be the queen of denial. That's not a good one. All right, I think it's almost dry. This stuff smells pretty good too. All right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and jazz it up a little bit, and I'll be right back. And just like that, I have done just a little bit more than jazz it up, I think. This is a pretty dang good look. Like with this intense eye, I felt the need to put on one of my favorite jackets. Super extra bling here. You could definitely wear a much larger earring with this if you wanted, but tell me I'm not giving off a little bit of an 80s vibe right now. I really like this look. So I let a few pieces of my hair down on this side just to help disguise a little bit of how huge my hairline is and how it's receding. Can only do so much though. And just let a little bit down on the sides, touched up right here on where my chest gets super red. And you know what? I really like the way I look, you guys. I haven't done this intensive an eye in a while, and I'm so glad I did. It's just a reminder of we get in our habits, you know? I love to do that darker on the outside eyeshadow look for some really good reasons, but this proves to me that I need to keep it mixed up. Don't fall into your rut and do the same old things all the time. Don't be afraid to try something new either. All right, let me do a teeth check. Good thing I did. All right. I'm so bad about that. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here today on my channel. Again, my name is Jackie Alves, and I'm so happy that you stuck with me. I hope you give these techniques and methods a try. And just remember, there's no rules. Have a great time. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And please know that I love and appreciate each one of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And also you can check out the members area. There'll be a link in the description where you can check out the members area that I've created. And we've got some beautiful ladies over there sharing some behind the scenes videos, some hair videos, and some other special stuff I've got coming up. And you can join that members area for as little as $2.99 a month. And it's a really good thing because, you know, it helps support what my son and I do here, the editor and me. Bye, everyone.